are on our kind of penultimate, is that the word?
No, it's not.
No, I know we're
There's
doing on
another live
Christmas.
stream. No, there's another live stream before the end of the year.
No, I was going to say for Christmas. Because I know we're doing Christmas Day, but it's not a stream as such, is it? But who have we got in tonight? Paul, very good evening. We've also got Mav, Lurker, number 1, reporting for duty, then dutifully creeping back to the undergrowth quietly. I'm imagining that's bad, isn't it? Maura, very good evening to you too, sweetheart. Brian, Mr. Finneton, very good evening. Lurker number 2 reporting. And Timber is Lurker 0, always present. I've got hiccups again. Jake, good evening. Mick92, good evening, darling. This is on top chats. Oh, I need to put my eye drops in as well. A whispered sound came from the back. Hi, Brian and Morris. Shh, I'm not really here. Whispering me neither, says Brian. Ron Lyons, evening. Oh, very good evening to you, Steve. No, it's not Stephen, it's Simon, isn't it? Very good evening. Lights, camera, action. And Valley's 56. Chris, nice to see you in, darling. Are you off out this evening, or are you joining us for all the evening? Shh, I'm supposed to be invisible. So yes, how are we all on this fine evening? So have you guys seen the episode yet? I hope you have, because that will kind of maybe tell you what's coming. Trevorville, very good evening to you too, darling.
And if they haven't seen the episode, why not?
And Marilyn, good evening, beautiful. Well, good evening to yourself, beautiful darling. I've caught up with the chat. Are you impressed? I'm out around 9 this evening. Ah, okay, so you should probably still see a good load other than usual then, Chris. And Alan Reynolds, good evening, darling. With you, but smashed. Fair enough, it's Christmas, so go for it. Is it your, what's your tipple? I should know this. I should know this.
It's ale, isn't it?
No, it's speckled hen. It's speckled hen, isn't it? Yeah, well, it was the name. No surprise there, Alan. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? They've got to be warm. That's what we have learnt with Alan. They have to be warm. So we go to a bar, order one, but get a second one so it's getting to room temperature. So I meant to wash my hair today as well. Mick92. Hello, Fred. Hi, Marilyn. Who's beautiful? Oh, Bri. Thanks, buddy. That means the absolute world. And Ivo, very good evening to you, darling. So have you guys seen the episode? And Ron Lyons, busy day in the shop, which was good to see. A few young faces as well. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, I think there was the worry ago about many younger people getting into this journey, but I think I'm one of the babies of the group, obviously. But it is nice to see younger faces. Bottom of the barrel, I've forgotten his name. He is a younger bloke like myself. Well, I'm not a bloke, but you know what I mean. And it is nice to still see the younger generation, but is that last minute Christmas shopping there, Simon? Hi, Ma, babe. And Victor Levitt, very good evening to you too, darling. That's funny, Grace. Hi, chaps. It is the speckled hen, though, isn't it, Alan? It's bugging me. I'm sure it is. I saw the episode. Ah, Trevor, what did you think? So you will probably know what tonight is going to be now that it's come out. Grace, a baby. Never. Okay, I don't look that old. Okay? Paul, do you want to be buried under the layout somewhere? Because there is plenty of room. Maybe I should just do a section for the mods, you know.
What?
Of burying them on the layout. We've got Simon spots, so we might as well put all the mods together. Yo ho ho and a bottle of John Smith's. Andy, hot dog, very good evening to you. Are you live tomorrow, sweetheart?
He always gets asked.
He does get asked, but that's because we want to make sure that we can link it over, even though we can't catch in anymore. Although we have thought in the new year, hopefully, of we're going to ask for maybe a Sunday off every now and then, one so Rob can do some of his gaming, but it might mean that we can go a bit later sometimes and catch Andy's stream, because it's sod's law, Andy, when you go live is around the time it gets a bit manic because meds are back. And Grace, you're only 25. Yeah, okay, Paul. Yeah. Flattery will get you everywhere, somebody once told me. There was a very large patio. They must have a very large patio, most of the garden. There is quite a lot of paving slabs everywhere, isn't there? The baby of the group, Jake. Yes, Jake is the baby of the group, isn't he? At last I finished gluing the track down. Nice one, Mick. Are you going to be ballasting with tweezers? Any, touch-ups with the tweezers? Andy, yes you are. You've put your stream there. We will sort that link out in a bit, Andy. Obviously we do hope to get in, but we just don't know. Like I said, it's typical time that patients are then ready to go. Daz, engage in Manchester buses. So yes, it's how do, Daz. Daz Faulkner.
How do, not how do.
Well, potato. You know what I meant, didn't you? Please, guys, help me out here. But yes, you've now got your channel name. And Richard, hello, Rob and Grace. All my jobs are gone now. I can relax and enjoy my stream. So yes, I've actually, not long before we started, everything for me is wrapped. It's all come today. Surprisingly, one that should have been coming tomorrow as well. So everything is done now and wrapped. I class myself Mark. Oh, Mark, sorry, calling you Simon there as a middle ground at 39. Yeah, I suppose considering some of the ages we have, yeah, that probably is like a middleish, isn't it? Jake, Grace, my age is 26 and a half. Do anyone remember when you were at school when you used to be like, my age is this in a couple of months or a quarter or 3 quarters? Good evening all. Merry Christmas to all. So yes, obviously we do have our Christmas wishes for everybody that might decide that they're off of YouTube over the period. It's been a funny one this year. It's kind of Amber on in the Christmas mode. Obviously Mam always struggles this time of year because not only is it Christmas, it's their wedding anniversary, Christmas Eve. To the flip side of my family, that's traditional, but even they're not as fully this year with the move and everything, and Mum's up. So it's a funny one this year, isn't it? So I think a lot of Christmases, it's bigly for the kids, isn't it, though?
Bigly.
Yeah, bigly. I'm obviously in one of those Gracies tonight. Victor, message retracted. Bar humbug to says Jake. So I don't think I have missed anyone. If I have, please do let me know. Pete, Delft Junction. Hi, RG and everyone. Good evening to you, darling. I left school in 1968. I wasn't even born anywhere. Wait. No, dad was 58, mum was 59. So my dad would have been 10 years old. Let's put that into perspective. Mick. My dad would have been 10 years old. And being the summer as well, he would have just turned 10. Hi Pete, thanks for the card, amazing. Yes, we got Pete's card. Unfortunately, on the episode we couldn't exactly explain what it was.
Oh yes, but we're not offended, Pete.
It was a poo, but obviously, like we always say, that our live streams are after dark, and the episodes we do try to behave. So because I didn't have it with me, I couldn't really go in and describe it. And we also had another card through, didn't we? I left in 2009 and 2014. Oh yeah, I was like secondary school.
Well, should we tell Pete that we are offended?
Yes, we are offended, Pete.
So that we don't give a poo.
Yeah.
So that he doesn't give a poo.
Yep.
Sorry.
I was born December 1968. I feel a lot happier now. 10 years above my dad. Yeah. So I left school in 1964. smash for likes, please. Thank you, Jake. I was born in 1954. Feel old now. I really feel like a baby right now. And this lurking business isn't going very well. I'm the same when I do things like that, Mav. I think one of the streams I was supposed to be drawing, and I spent my whole time. I used to do it, a classical cellist as well that I used to watch. I was supposed to be writing a report, and that didn't get written until it finished streaming. Born 1951, says Mick. Are you feeling a bit better about your age right now, hearing all these date of births?
Billy go.
So yes, only one person has said they've seen the episode. Has anybody else seen the episode yet? Alan, I've made some really good progress on my layout recently. It's the only good thing about winter. Yes, because yours being inside, isn't it? So that is a thing. We have struggled a bit, and with not having a heater up, it is only 16 degrees in here, which is, it's comfortable, but it's not, you know, when you're sitting around doing nothing, it does start to get you after a while. So Ron Lines, Mark left school in 2002. Just shows everyone is much older than us, Grace and Richard. And Grace wants a baby now.
Rich, get stuffed.
I knew that would be his kind of reaction. I was born in 1948, says Trevor. Yes, I have, says Victor. So you know what's coming as well. Ivo, I'm from 1980. Does that make me the youngest here? 1994. And Jake, because you're 26, you'd be 1998. Rob, not Fob. Ah, I'm with you now. I'm 73 going on 43. Just swap your numbers round. 37. Timber, #1 mod, doesn't see me update. Was busy watching Nautilus and Prime. That does actually look pretty good. Martin Shipman, very good evening as well. I left school in 74, says Alan. You're only 2 years old. God, I don't feel so bad now. I am a baby. So I am the younger generation of train model enthusiasts. Rob, you're kind of in the middle, aren't you? With these ages. Here I hear when Timber left school, the Titanic sank. And Simon Trains, good evening, Robin, Grace, and everyone in the chat. So we are just chatting for a minute just to give people time to come in.
No, Timber was just retiring as they were starting to lay the steel for the Titanic.
Harsh, babe, harsh.
Saying it like it is.
All I'm saying is that I was a late boomer. Mav, not too bad. Still managed not to get myself sacked yet, despite all my efforts.
Note on his report, must try harder.
Yeah. You know, work are desperate when even when you don't turn up for work, they like still keep you on. Oh dear. Hey Grace, one of the other cards I sent did offend one YouTuber. Wasn't meant to.
No, we know.
No, Pete,
we saw it. That's why, Pete. That's why I was taking the mickey. And because we saw that, we saw which YouTuber it was. Yeah. And we thought, WTF.
And the person you sent it to wasn't offended by it, so that's what matters. Question for the floor, says Mark. At what point are you classed as only a local shop? I would say a local shop if you've not got multiple shops, maybe. You know, because obviously local shops still get things like Pico in, things like that. You know, our local model shop is Rutland, and that's a massive shop, but it's still
it's just not very local to us.
Well, yeah, 50 odd miles for a local shop, but that's just Wales for you. Obviously, Collective, please do give Mark some insight and your opinion to that, please. Brian, weren't you one involved in the conception of the Titanic? David Green was working today, so I haven't watched many videos. Not a problem, darling. It just means you're going to see it kind of past what we've already done. Are you sorting out Andy's?
Yeah.
Online model railways. When you don't have an online site. Oh, okay, I would have still said it's local. We have it online, you know.
I would.
Because that's just a way of bringing it on. I know it's a hard one, isn't it? But again, this is obviously everyone's opinion, so I shouldn't have even said from that. If you can walk to it, it's local. Martin, we definitely have no local model railway shop then. Can that depend on your location? Because 50 miles is local when you live in North Wales. Our Bangor itself is
200 miles if you live in Shetlands.
Bangor itself is what, 30 miles?
No, 23.
Oh, still 23 miles for your local town. Like, it's if it's closer than anybody else's and it's local. I have started on the what? Somebody needs to. But me, did you get my card, Andy? Andy did say above Pete, I think, that he's got it. Because that's why I said, oh, someone else has got your card. Coffee liqueur. So, did I have... I got a telling off for putting the wrong prop on the ship. But yeah, so it was a lovely little surprise, Pete, from you. And so, and hopefully next year we'll see you at some point. Just, obviously, our issue is for big shows. But, guys, just putting it out there once before Christmas, 23rd of July, Model Rail Crew. There is lots planned. You know, possibly even something if crowds and that is not your thing. So, do keep an eye on the social media pages in the new year. Nothing local here. Gauge Master is possibly my closest. When I was a kid in Scunthorpe, the local shop was 10 minutes walk from my house. Yeah, that's definitely local. Only historians get what Brian said. No, it was Titanic's. Wait, so that means, Brian, if you worked on the Titanic, do you solve this whole theory going on that the Titanic was not the Titanic that sunk? It was for Britannia?
Olympia.
Oh, Olympia. I thought was Britannia the one that had the crash before then? But still, the Titanic was not the Titanic. Can you answer that? Or would you have to kill us if you told us? Old enough to murder the tease on me if we get to Doncaster. Oh, that's when everyone decides to go to Doncaster, Andy. That could be a very expensive one for you. Yeah, it's an interesting one, as we obviously have an online shop that serves the whole of the UK, but as a team of 5, we still serve our locals that come to the shop itself. So yeah, hope that's helped a bit, Mark. It's I like these discussions and thoughts and that, but Alan, yes, the cruise show, I cannot wait, and we can't wait, so we are going to make a proper weekend of it, unlike last time. There is going to be no wedding on the Saturday. David Hinks, very good evening to you. And Olympic and Titanic were sister ships. Yeah, but there's a theory, Timber, that I've seen that the Olympic was actually the Titanic and they'd had to change it last minute. So it was the Olympic that sank, not the Titanic. Because there were 3 ships in total, wasn't there? Yeah, Britannic, that was it. Britannia, Britannic, one of the 2. There is a big train show in the Netherlands on 11th and 12th of January. I would love something like that, Ivo. That would be brilliant. We haven't even got passports. Doncaster is on me, ECML, so am I. Simon will be attending Crew next year. Brilliant. Weekend in Crew it is then, says Mick. Well, it'll be lovely to see you there, darling. Like I said, I think, you know, it was a cracking weekend, and I think it's only going to get better from there. Loads of cobblers, Grace. Okay, I'm lost at a comment because I'm gas bagging on Andy. Blame me. I need help. How good is R&R Roads and Rails sounds? Chips. So DCC lot, I imagine I need help. How good is Road and Rail sound chips? That's to Jake. Are they the ones that aren't any good? I know we've had a discussion before with a couple of people. Britannic was built later. Oh, I don't know. There's just a rumour that it wasn't the Titanic. I said sister ship, not a twin Simba. Ooh. Yes, Britannic is also a sister, but the propeller issue is with the Olympic and Titanic. Weird, it's flipped your comments around. I used to cycle to Doncaster when I was a teen. Yeah, because that's people always used to do that, cycle everywhere. Sister or stepsister, says Jake.
If it's your stepsister, you're allowed to.
Have you seen our mugs, guys? It's Stitch! We've even got glasses too.
And if your stepmother's really fit, that's allowed as well.
Sister as in a nun, says Martin Shipman. I could never be a sister or like live in a monastery. I just couldn't. Alan, I've been granted free parking at Crewe and stopping overnight at Jason's club. Brilliant. So does that mean we can add you straight to the list, Alan?
Yeah, and this time I'm parking my bloody car the other side of yours.
Oh yeah, Rob was going to say when you park, leave a bit of space for his car after last year.
Where you parked last time, can you park a bit further out so I can park the other side of you so my car doesn't get hit again?
What's made me think was one of the railway magazines has awards and one of the categories is retailers. Nominations for large and local makes you think what you class yourself. Oh, okay. It's interesting, isn't it? Because like we've seen already...
If they've only got the one shop and 5 people in it, it's a local shop in the story.
Well, there's been a few different opinions, which is... Everyone's entitled to them. We all have a hole, so... Same as that. Well, some people don't medically, don't they? If I'm right. There is a rare medical condition.
I think it's cooked.
Mm-hmm. Well, he is Christmassy. But he's not bothered by it. He's not taking it off or anything.
He's not happy.
Why isn't it? Oh no, he's building his nest.
No, he's not. He's trying to find a hole.
No, you can't see him for the shine.
You call him up?
Mogs.
Move the cut though.
Mm.
Morgan. Mogs.
Morgan. Oi. Come here. How on earth have you undone that? Or did Daddy do that? Did you undo it? Bogie says Happy Christmas. Isn't stepsister better though, Rob? Got it 10-4, Rob. I'm going to pick up Mr. X to park next to you to confuse you, Rob. Don't. We actually had that the other day at work because we were back at Bangor for that shift. And I did actually come out because all 3 vehicles were there. I was like, which one is ours? I did have like a second of like, which one is?
And it was the only one parked in the other direction.
No, but people have done that before where they've gone to get in the wrong vehicle, haven't they? Titanic and Oceanic were part of the White Star Line. Local is near to you. Large is a box shifter which can apply to any online, so you fit both. Puppy TV time. Hello, Morgan. Ask Rob to turn up the heating.
I was going to say, you know who
that is. Yeah, it is who it is.
It's more polite than how he put it to me. So I said to him to put it in the chat, just missing out the swear words.
I'll whack him around my head again for you, and you know I do that. So, Danny, that you see, guys, actually one of Rob's long-standing friends. He's put up with him longer than me. And he told me last night to slap Rob round my head. And I actually did it. We were sitting down.
David, don't know about nuns, but apparently there's a monastic group for people who are 6'5". It's a tall order, I hear. And David's first in with the dad jokes.
And Susie, hey, you sweetheart.
David, I presume that they stay there religiously.
Bangor, I heard that is a place in Bangor. Or are you trying to say it's banger? Is that why? Did I say it the wrong way for that joke to work, Simon? Is that what that is? Bugler. What's his name?
It ain't Bugler.
Yeah, you impressed. I said it right. Good evening, darling. I'm only here to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year in 2025. The season's blessings from La France. Ian. There we go, Ian. So, Merry Christmas to you, darling, and a Happy New Year as well. Like I said, we have said this because we appreciate some people aren't going to be on YouTube over Christmas. Thank you all for your input. Was intrigued what everyone would think. I be doing a Christmas speech. Yep, banging. Sorry, I can't say it the other way. When my mum says it as banger, it kind of grates us both, doesn't it? He tried to say a joke and I pronounced it the wrong way, so the joke didn't work. He's not going, was he? Morgan was not moving
no,
there, guys.
No, because he's sitting there because he wants you to take the bloody thing off.
But you look so cute, don't you? And it keeps you warm. If he was that bothered about it, he would be wanting to take it off.
He's tripping up over the...
Oh, Morgs. Oh, he wants his bowl. Bangor is where I was born in Northern Ireland. Oh, yes, there is one over there as well, isn't there?
No.
Well, no, I get it when I look in the sat-nav before when we go to places we don't know when we're working out of YG. And I put in Bangor and it comes up with freaking sat-nav to Ireland. David's laughing at you. Great Paul Simon. Dogs don't need coats unless they are hairless. So to be fair, Ivo, Morgan gets very cold in his ears, and actually underneath him he's not got that much fur. The only reason it's actually a Christmassy one is I just saw it and I actually thought of the wall, put it on, and it actually suits him really well. But yeah, he's not got a lot of hair, especially underbelly, bless him. Oh, look at your waggies, your tails. Rob Grace, what is your oldest local you think?
Loco. I think you meant.
Yeah. When was it made? So
our... That's easy. Where is she?
Inside.
Oh yeah.
So we got our Hornby Dublo, a 60-year-old girl that got donated. So she's got to be 60, 70 years old.
Yeah.
She's got to be around there, and she's actually been one of the best and most reliable runners. Not that we've had that line running for ages. Because again, plans happen and yeah, things change. Grace, what are we doing today? So we are, those that have seen the episode, we're going to be continuing with the TMD. Those that haven't seen the episode, I have started weathering up the TMD.
Why are you jumping backwards and forwards on the...
I don't know, my brain's just obviously doing this today. So I'm going to be doing that. And is that the RSPCA at the door, says Martin. Yeah, I really am. I want everyone to do an Xmas Xmas message wearing Xmas jumper. We don't actually have one, believe it or not. But
I would never wear one.
But I think part of the reason that is, you know, because of our job, you get, like, people in shops and offices and that, they can wear, like, have a Christmas jumper day. We wouldn't even be able to do that because of infection control. So I think that's part of the reason, and it's kind of a little bit like, well, why buy a Christmas jumper for the day? For one day. So I put banger and got something completely different.
Bang her.
So, well, depends which site you were watching it on, Bri. That could bring a whole different options up, just putting it out there, you know, Google Maps I'm talking about. Don't own one, more fee. Yeah, exactly. So we don't actually have one, believe it or not. Nice seeing Morgan giving you a cuddle. I was with my sisters on the Isle of Wight yesterday. 2 hours keeping me warm in the pub. Oh, that's lovely.
You'd need 5 the size of them.
Yeah, true. Oh, he can be cuddly, and the funny thing is, David, is he like chooses one day. So like one day he's really cuddly with me, and he's like my boy, and then other days it's all about Rob. And when he's got a ball in his mouth, he does not care who it is. Do you?
Oh.
Come here, let's take that off.
Yes, please.
Come here. It's kind of falling off you anyway. He's like, you've taken off my coat. So, that'll work for now. Most of the dogs I met were of a big, hairy variety. It's the Dublo 2 or 3 rail, so that is 3 rail. I've got a lovely Dublo A4 now, runs fantastic. No, Brian. I think we've only got one loco, and we're not exactly planning to get any more locos for that one, are we? It's specifically that as a heritage line, isn't it? Same here, Timber. The Humbug.
Oh, what are you doing?
I bang Chris. I think YouTube is actually flipping comments because Pete's comment makes more sense. Same here, Timber, bar humbug. And then it says Timber, I ban Xmas 7 years ago. No decks up in my house since. So I wonder if it's flipping comments. Both run lines. I have a Christmas tree and begrudgingly put that up. My oldest loco is a 70-year-old trying Princess Elizabeth. Does anyone here like Christmas? So I'm actually weirdly in a Christmassy mood this year, and no one else is. So I'm kind of a bit down about that. But I do think kids are what really make it. Made me laugh when he greeted the carol singers at the door with his machine gun. Christmas for the most wonderful time of the year, so I'm guessing more is. I can see someone saying it looks better on you than the dog, Grace.
I agree.
Previous job had 3 Australian Shepherds and 2 Border Collies as office dogs. Nice. Grace, why have you got 3 sausages on your heads?
Either that or she's horny.
It does look a little bit dodgy, doesn't it, actually, from that angle? It's not the best of support for the antlers, is it? Grace is turning into the devil. She's got horns growing out of her head. No, I told you, the devil, I am taking over when I get down there. He is holding my place, keeping my seat warm. Only Christmas cards up this year, just not in the mood for some reason. I love Christmas, says Maura. See, you're with me on this, Maura, and just no one else is. Oh, that was from Morgan. We used to do Mega Xmas in the day. 5 sets of family over 5 days with up to 22 people in the house. Used to cost me $2,000 a year. Jesus. That is the only problem when you've got loads of people, is the cost, isn't it? It's a YouTube thing. Yeah, I've just noticed it's doing it tonight, really obviously. Good thing is that I'm now off for 4 days, back in Boxing Day. So we are in tomorrow, off Monday, but in Christmas Eve. But it's kind of a nice one because, you know, it's getting people home.
Guys, let's spam the chat with emojis, please. We have a special guest in.
The Dublo A4 is mine. Grace, hands off. No worries, we're not having any more. Morgan has morphed into Grace. Doesn't feel like Xmas, but I can't wait for the layout. Even with Letland, Jake. Hi, Rob and Grace. Me, Ray. Merry Christmas, everybody. Ray, a happiest of Christmas to you, sweetheart. Mwah. All I love, and I hope your mum's feeling a bit better too, darling. Christmas goes with my job, says David. Yes, when... Was it you, or was it, who's our other Vic or Rob?
Peter and David, isn't it?
Yeah, was it Peter or David that commented about Christmas Day? No.
No, crap. No.
Don't want update, otherwise we'd lose it. No, I don't want Dublo, Bri. Got Sue a present, so Christmas is still there.
Really so, don't.
Schedule the restart.
Yeah, to 2029.
Oh, you can pick tomorrow.
Yeah, but I don't...
We'll put the 27th and we'll deal with it. Problem is, they're wanting you to upgrade to 11 because they're getting rid of 10 and then there will be no support. No, I think you need to bring it up. You might not have done that now. You might not have set that
Grace,
up.
leave it.
And if it turns off,
leave it.
Oh, if we suddenly disappear, you guys know why. Oh, okay, I just wanted to check. Thank you for spamming the chat, guys. Got Sue, her present, so Christmas is still there for me. Flymo, hello and good evening, RGJ Trains. How do, folks? Christmas morning in my mum's, there will be about 40 people. It's absolutely brilliant. Wow, I bet that gets expensive. We are actually spending a morning just for 5 of us, if you include fur babies. Well, 6 if you include the cat as well. We're having Christmas lunch, just ourselves. My mum and dad and William are having Christmas lunch, and then we're going over to theirs in the afternoon, exchanging presents and that. So, thank you all for spamming the chat. Hi everyone, can't stay here. I'm on granddad duties with my youngest granddaughter. All the best, everyone. Digger, a happy Christmas to you, darling, to your family and your lovely granddaughter. What, Grace, in English, not Welsh, please? I didn't say anything in Welsh. My Welsh is dipping back, Cymraeg. I just jumped again. Wow, more are going to be some big turkey. Yeah, I avoid Windows 11. Why is that, Mav? Is it not the best?
It's Windows, it's not the best.
Well, Grace in Greek is Caddis. Or is that Charis? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Oh, this keeps jumping. Santa Claus the movie is on by no night, Brian. Good evening, Alex. Tomorrow night is one of my most look forward to of the year. Tonight's the longest night, so tomorrow is the longest slog back to summer and warmth. Yep. David Hinks. Boo! Yes, I've been getting my hiccups literally all day today. It's literally been coming and going, and I'm so fed up with it. But it is part of my issues, so. Yes. You didn't make sense when you said what you said when you read out what I said. Oh, okay, sorry. Snowy, hi Grace, sorry I missed your call. Haven't had a chance to call you back.
Merwin Payne is calling.
Alexa, don't answer.
Thanks, Grace.
Oh, were you gonna? I just didn't know if she wanted to privately say something because we're on the stream. That was a problem. I didn't want to, and Snowy, don't worry, darling. Thank you so much for your card, sweetheart, as well. That's really... Right, muting the thing for a minute, guys. Sorry, guys. So... Anyway, Snowy, I did reply to you just, didn't I? Get Feb to get past first, Mav. Let me shut this door so it don't get cold. Rob's just had to nip outside, nip inside for a minute, guys, so he will be back shortly. No expense at all, Grace. It's just a meeting point for all the family on Christmas morning. Oh, okay, so you just like see each other and then kind of, do you like split off then and do your own thing? Ian Mellon, very good evening. With you on that, man. Summer all the way. Yeah, I'm a summer baby. I hate this winter. I said to Rob, because yesterday we ended up doing our late shift again, and I said I hated it really because at least the earlier shifts we've been getting me a bit of light during the day. Hopefully it will get me in the mood. Fingers crossed, Brian. Yes, Andy, but the days are slowly getting longer again after today. Yep, and the Shetlands have got 2 days of darkness. Glad I'm not out there. Yes, Andy, but the days are slowly getting longer after today. I have a feeling doggies were talking to each other. I think both sides get protected this time of night. Alexa bark at the dog. Just found out last year I have 2 younger sisters in Wrexham. Oh, no way, Mick. Hi, Grace and Rob. Stephen Cameron, very good evening to you, darling. Well, that's on Discovery, Mick. My mum has 16 grandchildren and 5 great-grandchildren. Everyone comes in morning and it's great fun. I can imagine. It does sound lovely. That is one thing about big families that I think I kind of miss, because there's a lot of us, but, you know, typical family politics, we're just not a very close family, unfortunately. But I do remember, I have memories growing up of a lot of people around the house, you know, Christmas time, things like that. I'll rejoice in the spring, Mav. Even more presents to buy, says Mav. As I will, Andy. I'll be back in the shed. And it was a shock, Mav. Mav, I'm saying your name a lot right now. Grace, I finished my Lego train. You did video. Is it on TikTok? Ray, darling, I will check it out after. All good, thanks, John. Man flu almost gone. Oh, yes, you've had man flu, haven't you, Pete, darling? It's jumped again. I'm a winter baby, says Jake. No, when you have to work out in it, it puts you off. Someone is being eaten by the dog. It sounded like it, Ivo, didn't it? Jake, I was a Jan baby. See, I'm April, and apparently it was really warm that year. I find that actually, it's weird, but I find people that are actually born in winter tend to cope with it a bit better. It's like Rob's a January baby, and he is actually fine. I said it was dying. He's actually fine in the cold, where I'm an April baby, but it was extremely warm. So I kind of find that... Oh, sorry, guys, my ear's just gone. Anyone get, like, random tinnitus? Just come in and... Oh. So, yeah, I find... It's just weird, isn't it? I find people that were born when it's warmer tend to prefer the warm. Maybe it's just what you get used to as a kid. It's like sound as well. There were studies into, like, NICU babies because they were... you know, first few times of their life was brought up around a lot of noise. They can sleep really well, where babies that are in homes that are like dead quiet wake up to the slightest of noises. Hey, it's just Grace, we're trying to listen. Yeah, if only we had a dog translator. Oh dear, Morgan is in trouble. Yes, he did seem to get the dad telling off voice there, didn't he? I'm glad I'm not getting told off. Evening, Grace. Good evening, Mark and Lisa. I'm a 98 February baby. Mum's still sick in my house. So please give her a kiss and a hug from us. Ray, darling. Dog fight. I'm hoping that weather isn't too calm on Christmas morning. I'd hate to have a traditional swim in the channel. Don't envy you there, but if you do, I hope it goes well, sweetheart. Again, it's skipping, so just bear with me, guys, while I come back up. There we go, I'm back again. Wish a better race, everyone. Wishing Tammy well. Newlyn Railway Clive, very good evening. And Dara's Locomotive Shed, evening, guys. So Rob's had to nip out for a minute, so that's kind of delayed me getting on with anything. But I might set it up in a minute. It just means that obviously I won't be onto the comments as much. I'm actually... have to see how it feels with people that only have one person. Sorry, Jude. I'm on to Windows 12 now. Typical Microsoft support for working version and replace it with another one. Fix that and the circle starts again. Yeah, I thought Windows 11 had only just been brought out. Grace, hearing you repeat my name is like hearing sweet honey dripping off of a comb. You can hear honey when it's dropping. Boo! Merry Christmas, everyone. Lord Al, a very Merry Christmas to you too, dear sir. Bear with, guys. I think that's Rob back. Somebody got told off. Hmm? Oh, it sounded like you.
I was just getting him away, but it was the same as the other night.
Oh, yeah. I think just both sides are protected this time of night. I think that's what it is. Is both sides just want to be protective. With that, I was actually now one, if you don't mind, because you had last.
Just I'm talking from
Okay.
Oh well. All right. Yeah, all good. Yeah. Help. Oh, not good. Thanks.
Sorry, I'm just. No. Hello.
Grace is talking on the live stream, so I can talk to you. I don't want to talk to her.
I don't know who he's talking to,
Yeah,
guys.
it's just come up.
Hi,
Windows
everyone.
11 needs a
Grace.
restart to install.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking to.
No,
I was born a very hot
I swear.
Sunday. Yeah, so do you feel the cold, Trevor?
I rescheduled it for the 27th to try and delay it.
It came up this morning and said it didn't have a choice. Basically, would not let me say schedule or do now without coming off the screen.
Don't want
Lord
it.
out of the 5 square foot. Oh,
what
it's
is that?
jumped again. No, it's. I sometimes get it. Hi everyone, Hermitage Road, Pete. Very good evening. I'm a December baby. Don't mind the cold once I'm warm, so I'm all full of my cold. It's for Bollard Man. Bollard Man, Andy. Have I missed something there? All rise, Lord Owl's in the house. I'm a December baby and don't mind my cold. Holly's birthday's in April. She prefers the warmer weather.
Well, I had a
It's
big banner up
funny,
at the
isn't
top.
it?
Oh, window, and I closed it.
So yeah, I find it's maybe the time of year you're born as well.
Okay.
Works out what to do with your bollards, Lord Owl. I'm a December baby and really don't cope with a cold. Oh, okay, Flymo. Yeah, but yours could be your medication, things like that, because that's the only problem. Is I know people that have always felt, never felt cold. I was actually having this conversation with a patient the other day. They never used to feel the cold until they had their health issues. Watch my opening gambit, Lord Owl. Bollards are us today. I've not really checked out many videos, Lord Owl. I need to go through your countdown things.
Still the same user interface.
Don't tell Lord Owl I've not watched his ad burnt yet. I've not really watched any of them, unfortunately. Aaronville, evening all but late. Happy Christmas and New Year's to everyone. I bowled a 182 today. Slowly improving, Aaron. Very nice. Lord Owl, I have so loved your Christmas countdown. How does that Xmas tune goes? All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth. My 2 front teeth. And there was one I completely forgot about. I heard on my radio the other day. It was Dominic the Donkey.
Right, yeah, so we can do it Monday because we can always use it.
I love that one.
It, can't we?
Jiggity jiggity hoppy hop, it's Dominic the Donkey. If you want night barking, get a great. I'm not sure on that one either. I have an extra tree with lights in front window and.
Yeah, that's why I delayed it till after Christmas.
No, I've kind of. It might be me. 152, my personal best, says David. David, I didn't realise you bowled.
Yeah.
Richard, you're missing the fun. I do like when it's either.
No worries. Sorry if I woke you up.
It's either too hot or too cold. Grace, you have to watch today's post at Event 21 and then you're up to speed. Like I said, I just haven't had the time. I am sorry, darling. I will have massive watches, like when you leave all your chockies through the days.
So
And then you have a load in one go. That's what I'm going to do. And I do that every year with my calendars. Was working Monday night, got absolutely soaked. Tuesday night, starting using a waterproof suit, not a spot of rain since. Typical of my life. Yeah, we've actually had new boots and they were leaking and everything. Suddenly it's been dry. I feel most at home in the south of France. Yes, you spent a lot of time there, haven't you, Alan?
Well, I was just going to say, if we're going to the shops on Monday, it'll be before the...
So I have caught up. Are you impressed, guys? So I need to get my light on.
Before the sun comes up.
Oh, my head's gone a bit dizzy there. not what we need. So I'm just going to show you guys, I haven't seen what we've been up to.
You look after yourself, yeah?
And then when Rob is done, I'm going to
okay, only if you're up for it. Take care.
So our TMD has started getting weathered. So the sides have been done as well, slightly, but not as much. It's kind of a front I concentrated on. The rust needs work. I think, like Rob said, because this is an area that's worked quite well, it's not going to be as bad with the rusting. So, you know, it's just work, but I was going to do a bit more on that tonight. Now Rob is finished. I need to go for the toilet. Played a couple of weeks ago, a miserable 118. I don't even know what score I'd bowl now, David, honestly. Blinded by the light. I felt at home in the pub. Looking good, says Aaronville. Thank you, darling. The TMD is looking good. So I wasn't sure at first, but it seems to come together a bit. Obviously, if you haven't seen it, the episode does go through the process I've done to get to there. Right, can you take over for a minute, please?
Yeah. Obviously, you heard that. I was going to live near it.
Sorry? I'm partly thinking so, because...
Merwin, I mean.
No.
Merwin.
Yeah, I did hear that then, because I muted the thing.
Yeah, okay. Hello. Where are you?
From the car.
No.
Oh, okay.
Where were you?
TMD's looking. Richards.
Oh,
looking good.
Ho, ho, ho. The Xmas bar is open. Free mulled wine to all. Free? What happened to our profits? Free mulled wine. You're taking all the bleeding Bombay mix. But welcome in, Gav. Stephen Cameron, all good Plavo. John, my delivery of level crossings and platforms arrived from Hornby this morning. I guess you're going to be busy then, mate. You can do mine if you want, Grace. She's just popped out for a minute. Hi, Gavin. What about mince pies? Listen, if he's handing out free mulled wine, the mince pies ain't free. No. I caught the video earlier. Good going. Hello, Rob. Hey, Richard. You all right, mate? Yeah, she's done well there. Oh, actually, she's done that, hasn't she? That helps. I haven't played 10 pin for years. I haven't played 10 pin for God knows on them. Gavin, I've doubled the price of every other drink. Good call. Mince pies, discussed. They're okay in moderation, David. In my opinion. They're all right. Let me just turn this for a minute. Oh no, I'm not going to touch that because it'll cook. They're all right, but I can't eat loads of them. What mince pies? Yeah. There's no mince pies available. Richard can have a mince pie instead of mulled wine. Yeah, but you have to pay for the mince pies. Any free rum behind it? Gav, you've opened the bar at the wrong time, mate. Everybody's after a freebie. Christmas pudding with 6 shillings in it. Wow, I'm old. I could have a dram tonight, winter solstice. And that's the one thing I like about the solstice is my watch. It's not going to show it, is it? Not very well. No, it's not. It actually comes up with a display on it for the solstice. 3 mulled wines, great. Doubling the price of drinks, that's me gone. Just kidding. Oh, you cheapskate, Simon. It's Christmas, all the prices go up. David, once a year and that's it. Oh, totally agree. Pecan and maple syrup cake. Oh, that sounds good, Adam. John, the ones which should go with the mulled wine, Gavin. Mav, no one was offering you any, Rob. They're all mine. You can have them, mate. You can have them. Crack and rum. Now you're talking. Can't say I've heard that. Mav, Andy, I'm on my way. I adore pecan and maple. No, Mav, you can have the mince pies. Gavin, I do freebies, not including drinks. Come on, Mav, share, buddy. Mead for me, Gav. But has that watch got it? Nice try, Aaron. You haven't done it for a while, so I'll give you that. That was a good attempt. I'll give you 10 points. Spelt wrong, but I'll give you the points. Simon can be a cheapskate. It's all right as long as somebody else is buying. Yes, Si. Gav, you have to watch him. He might be trying to drink the dregs out of the trays. And there's no free nuts either. Myers Woods Navy for rum. But yeah, I hope everyone is keeping well and all ready for Santa. And yeah, let's discuss who's on the naughty list this year. Me and Grace are, we know that, we're quite happy with that. But who else is on the naughty list? And if you want to nominate anybody in the chat for being on the naughty list, feel free and explain why. Drex was for me this year anyway. Yeah, it's going to be for us, to be honest. With working Christmas Eve. Christmas Day we're having our lunch and then driving up. Well, Grace and Mum can have a drink, but I can't. Not free nuts, balls. Gav, slop tray drinking is free by me. Don't have to. That's a fair point. Actually, yeah, serve it up in a glass. Oh, when I used to run in a pub in Llandudno, there was a guy that used to come in and nick everybody's drinks. And we got so peed off with it to the point where I got all the drips trays and poured them into a pint glass and left them on the table. It worked. Rob, my mate just showed his watch collection, 16 grand Rolex in it. Nice. Well, this one, it's a Yes Watch Zulu. It's a small American company, and I bought this. No, my ex bought me, I should say, in the Greenwich Observatory in London, and this is the cheaper watch of the two. Beat you to it, Paul. Couldn't get the pecan cake, so I'm going to slam it with coffee and warm. Oh, even better. Now you are really talking. Me, says Mick. Gav's retracted. Rob, anyway, how's the MPD track laying and wiring go? Don't. When I'm laying wires and someone else goes under the layout and catches all the wires, then I have to relay the wires. It's my fault for not tidying them up, to be honest. Minesweeper? What Minesweeper? Yeah, but you and Grace are nicely naughty. Thank you very much, David. Gav, Rob is in my bad books for not wearing the yellow dress. Still haven't found one, Gav. Not in my size anyway, not extra large. Mav, Rob, in the pub I work in, that concoction was called Mild Lol. He never did it again for some reason. The ones who don't like Christmas are on the naughty list. No, come on, let's nominate people in the chat for being on the naughty list and the reason why. Pusser's Navy rum. I'm not a rum person myself, to be honest. Surely water is free. No chance. It's distilled. It's not distilled water. It's spring water and it's more expensive than the liqueurs. John, I think my car's on the naughty list. Broke down again this morning when meant to be visiting my mum. Oh dear. Is it an expensive fix? Steve, on the way to work this week, been listening to the Navy Lark and the Goon Show and Hancock's Half Hour and Radio 4. The old stuff's the best. Mav, bitter poured back into bitter. Everything else went into the mild. We got free beer over Christmas out of the pullbacks. Ooh. David, mild and bitter, my dad's drink. I used to drink Nuki Brown Ale. I have no idea why. And then I actually realised how horrible it was. Stephen, best radio. I listen a lot on the BBC Sounds. We tend to be in the house. We listen to Smooth and Greatest Hits radios, and that's from the Northwest. And digital radio-wise, we can only pick it up in the car because the signal's absolutely rubbish in the house. Goon Show rocks. I can't say I've heard of it, if I'm honest. I really haven't heard of it. Maybe that's me in the naughty list then. Again. Go on, down and get me your ball. Where is it? Well, get the blooming thing then, you stupid mutt. I'm busy. Let go. This is Morgan's favourite ball because it squishes. It's like a Pac-Man. Oh, pick that up, but I'll put it away from the microphone lest we get to. David, I drank Newcastle Brown in the back in the day. I did, and I've got no idea why. Because then I tried it a few years later, and I was thinking, what the hell? It's disgusting. I'm not a big drinker as it is, to be honest. Classic Goon Show, Navy Lock, etc., where comedy were pure fun. Was it offensive, though? The Goon Show started alternative comedy? Mad. What? Peter Sellers, Spike Milligan, Harry Seacombe. Have you never heard of them? I've heard of those people, but I've just not heard of the Goon Show. Alan. I can never behave myself because life's too short. That's very true, and that's our attitude as well. Sod it. A tennis ball barely lasted 10 minutes with my German Shepherd. He's destroyed an indestructible toy, this one. Peter Sellers, yeah. Aaron, bought myself a Hornby Locomotion one from my local Great Eastern Models. It's excellent. Pete, I'm on the naughty step. I farted in Lidl. Sue had to beat a retreat. Oh, jeez. I went to a midnight mass once in Holyhead, and big church. No, as you know, I'm not a deeply religious person. Even David knows that. But we wanted to go to midnight mass, so we went to it, and absolutely jam-packed. I even chuckle thinking about it now. Jam-packed church, and all of a sudden, this guy a few rows away lets one rip. I had to run out of the church because I was crying, laughing so much. John, I think everyone is old enough to know better, but young enough not to care. Yeah, exactly. Monty Python to David. The Goon Show was better on the radio. Simon was in a lovely pub last Sunday. Northumberland did enjoy it. Newland. Nuki beer now. They use caramel colouring to make it brown instead of the right grains. That ain't good. That's going to affect the flavour, surely. Andy and Michael Bentine early. That's better. I can see now. Homework for Google Lagoon Show. Thank you very much, Richard. Jake, we've got flying pigs here. You need to get on YouTube, buddy. That's what I was raised on, and look at me. Yeah, look how bad you turned out, bud. Mora, Aaron, I'm waiting on mine. I say it'll be after Christmas now when they come. It looks fab. Everybody has to be somewhere, says Martin. Mav, you're not even shallowly religious, Rob. No. My interest in churches is history, to be honest. I love old churches, and the older the better. And the architecture and everything like that. That's not disrespecting religion, it's each to their own. But I love old churches. John, Ian Maury, you're all set for Christmas. Ian, hello all. Welcome in, Ian. Hope you're keeping okay. Live read for Xmas, guys. 10 p.m. UK time. Live read for Xmas. What do you mean, Jake? John, hopefully I really enjoyed the next few days.
The last one that you happy to get? No.
Well, you can go get
got that in a minute.
You can go get. You're not busy now, are you? You can go and have it in the kitchen. I really enjoy the next few days, says Maura. Aaron, I remember what you just now said. See you and Stuart gets October really sick. Yeah, as long as he's not farting. The lead on the roof. Oh yeah. I like churches. good supply of weights for wagons. I'm with you, Jake. Sorry. Okay, thanks, RGJ. Good to hear it. Matt, yeah, me too, Rob. Love the buildings. Not so keen on the contents. I always get worried when I walk into a church in case it falls in, and that's coming from a wedding photographer. Lead Thief Serpy. Midnight Mass, always special. My first church goes back to 663 AD. Oh, no way. Missed that now. I'm out of the parish as a prison chaplain. Oh, I don't suppose you've got a photo of that or a link or anything you can send us, David, because I'd love to see that. I think the earliest one I've seen is possibly about 800 or 900 AD. And we've also got the Friends of Friendless Churches. We've got a few of those on the island, and they're incredible. I'm a goon and like Spike, says Ellen. Maura, how are you going to cope with all your people at Christmas? 40 people coming to Christmas, Maura. Jesus, you're brave. Simon, should take a look at Lichfield Cathedral. Impressive, but never been inside the building. Have a look for Marble Church in North Wales. Oh my God, that is stunning. David, yeah, we caught someone on our church roof with 1,600 quid's worth of damage. Jesus. God damn, this mulled wine is strong stuff. Who's up for a game of spin the loco? Yeah, as long as you promise not to get undressed again, Gav. You know, you made a lot of people sick last time. Aaron, more you'll like it. It's smaller than the. Oh, takes the next 18-pin decoder. The Hornby HM7000 may not be too big. But maybe Hornby will produce a nano 18-pin version one day, and it's got a speaker.
You got.
Yeah. So naughty list. Poor Wolf Boy. Brian was on it, but then he opened up the train shop. Speaking of which, thank you very much. Okay. Bear with me. I'm just gonna do a quick search. St. Peter's Lichfield. Right. Martin. Ian loves Christmas. That was a long one, Grace. Is it bladder trouble?
Who said that?
Martin. Pete, yeah, should be going to next year. Get to next year, Aaron. Yeah, make sure you eat loads and loads of sprouts then, Pete. As Christian, Christmas means a lot, of course. I mean, that is the true meaning of it for the religious people. Obviously, it's not. It's more about Christ and everything like that, isn't it? Pete, I'm up on my mum's at her house that everyone arrives at. They only stay for a while. No, I don't cook for a while. Good escape, Maura. Marble Church bottle with, and that's the one, Simon. Gav, I have to put my clothes back on. Spoil sport. Yeah, but thing is, nobody wants a maggot. Ian's sending choo-choos. Bottle with and is inspiring, pun intended. Grace has been outside chain peeing. Be a whopping big turkey if you did. More, yes, my miss. There's 6 children and their spouses, 16 grandchildren and their partners, and 5 great grandchildren. Jesus age, that is a lot. 40 people. 40 people at a mum's house. Yeah. And that's the handy thing in it, Maura. It's at your mum's house. Do you have to help with the washing up though, Maura? Lichfield, UK. Try that one again.
There's a few different ones.
Yeah, let's try it. Lichfield. There we go. No, that's a primary school.
Oh, it's St Peter and St Paul. I'm surprised it didn't bring up Seal. Because that one was St Peter and St Paul as well. It does look impressive. It is. It's incredible, Simon, and it's beautiful inside. And we went in on the Remembrance Sunday, and the vicar inside was so friendly. I like crackers with my Jesus. Titchfield.
Titchfield, is it? I thought it was Lichfield.
Oh, this church.
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
that's help. That's better. Thank you, David, for that major correction. Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Where?
Where are we? Titchfield. Oh, that's a point. That's handy, actually, Simon, because I can Google Earth that. Try to get a four-legged turkey. My God, they're fast. Be forever running around it.
Shall I do some work, otherwise it's going to turn into a chat live again.
Yeah, bear with. WS13 7LD. It sure could be. Every year apart from COVID, we come home for Christmas. Hubby girls and I spend Christmas with my mum. Arrives around 12, complete bedlam, but brilliant. David, I love dealing with professional photographers at weddings. To be fair, David, we've had mostly good experiences with Vickers and that wedding photography, concerning wedding photography, because we're extremely respectful of the setting and the occasion. Only once I had a rather unhelpful and unfriendly one. And unfortunately I was made to shoot from the back of the church, like up the aisle, and obviously they were at the other end of the church, which taking a 500mm zoom lens into a church is not fantastic. Grandad is Kim Morris, not always easy.
Did you have it with you?
No. I spoke to her and she told me about it.
Oh.
So I brought it with me. That one in Trother Bay.
At least you knew before.
Yeah. I enjoyed my tour around the Holy Island last year in Manatee. Mav, when I was a teenager in Nottingham, we used to cycle southward visit Minster and listen to whatever was being rehearsed. Beautiful and relaxing. We have a local church with a Saxon tower in some. Oh, sweet. I am the only one on the entire family that does not live within 2 miles of home. Is that a good or a bad thing, Maura? But anyway, like Grace says, she wants to get on with the TND.
Could have made another drink.
With the mugs in here, I didn't want to bring out another set of mugs. Sorry guys, just tucking into the vanilla kit full as well.
David, so sorry for me. It was about always capturing the day for the couple. Yeah, exactly, David. And we always were extremely respectful and extremely quiet, and had a good chat with whoever was presiding over. And that was the only one. The others, they've been brilliant. And one vicar we met in particular, sadly, that was for a person's wedding, and then 3 weeks later their funeral because they had cancer.
They saw the photos.
He was amazing.
He did a funeral as well, didn't he?
That's literally what I just said.
Oh, I thought you. Sorry, it sounded like.
Get with the programme, Grace.
Yep.
Let's have a look at this. Okay, that's stunning.
Sorry, can I just say this to make sure
Go
it's
on.
in?
Oh, yes. Dun-dun-dun. No, I just. At least I didn't end it.
Let's try. So this is probably where I got dirty hands again. So I found this actually worked well. So I did the dab initially. For those that didn't see, dab initially with my makeup pad thing. And then this was more with the brush.
All my kids and grandkids live within 5 miles of me. Oh, I don't know if I could cope with that, Mick. Pete, is that a working light outside on the TND? Yeah, they're all wired in and everything, Pete. That is a gorgeous church.
wouldn't say no to living next door to it either, would you?
No. Just not as good for photos because of where it is, unfortunately.
No, you'd have to use a wide angle lens.
I've got you, haven't.
No, I know. My closest family are 85 miles away. Oh, I'm not that lucky. Everybody ready for Grace to get down and dirty. What's new there, Gav?
You should have seen my hands when I did the first one. It's a good job I hadn't done it in the morning to then rush to work, that's for sure.
How was that, Pete? And my family scattered across the country and the world. More, but we do our best. I'm very impressed with Maura, it has to be said. I'm not sure I could, mentally, genuinely mentally, I'm not sure if I could cope with 40 people together.
You can't even cope when it's just us lot, can you? Being honest. Have you just shut that up?
Yeah.
I was going to have another one.
Which you and your mum being so loud together. Gavin, Merry Christmas to everyone here. Shout out to our mods, our donators, subscribers, all the gifters, as well as our lurkers. Big love from Grace and Rob, who appreciate every single supporter. Thank you very much, Gavin. Well done for beating Grace to it. Andy, he ran out of the country when he hit the channel. Brother and lower stop, Andy. Closest one.
So I'm going to make this quite dirty because that, I think, would be.
Sorry, dirty mind. Oh, wrong one. There we go.
Try and make this so it's not flapping about.
Yeah, so this is where you get a nice shiny new TMD. And you make it look like an old knackered one. Mav, Gavin Fry, you missed a group. Ooh, challenge.
Who did he miss?
I don't know. Andy, me and sister in the same town. She's the wrong side of the tracks, though. Let's hope she doesn't read that. Oh, and Mav, come back. She's on the right side then. So that's me trying to give them detail and not working. So come on, Mav. Which group did Gavin miss? If you're brave enough to share. Victor's saying he lives in Lowestoft, I should say. The patrons, Rob, the patrons.
Oh, yes.
I suppose maybe Gavin doesn't like giving himself a shout out then, does he? Because he's so modest. Or if we give Gav a shout out, we get told off. Because he doesn't like being acknowledged. Despite the fact that he deserves it. Add a spoonful of grace. That is wonderful. Gavin, they are subscribers in a way. You can't argue with that. They are subscribers.
Yes, but I think Mav means because of what I usually say.
Great place to live. We both like our space, Pete. Oh, we're just in a way. I can see a fight breaking out in the bar between the bar manager and the man that thinks he's the bar manager.
I ain't getting involved.
Get your batteries charged on your wheelchair, Mav. You may be in for a ride. If Gavin's that way inclined, of course. Whatever floats your boat. Lowest stop UK's most eastern station. Fair enough. Pete, a lot of history in Norwich and beautiful countryside as well. Yes, I've heard that. Aaron, lowest stop sees the first sunrise of the new year. Cool. Simon, Bar Wars. Oh, that's nice, Paul. That is nice. We did that, Randy. So there's a charity that's taken over that specific chapel then? It's a bit like the ones with the Friends of the Friendless Churches. Well, in a way, everyone are donators. Oh, and Rob, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have the damn bar in the first place. Ooh! I can see Mav having a bar stool shoved where the sun don't shine from Gavin. Simon is that bar stool was.
I know Dad's making me apple strudel, but did I give it back?
No, no.
No. Oh no, it was.
Where's the new one as well?
I have no idea. How can that disappear?
Simon is that bar stool was. Great. Using the bar stools as sorts. Appendix to menu. And Mav, who is a wonderful supportive patron, as well as our other patrons who are very appreciated. Merry Xmas. Now you're just saying that to appease people, Cav.
Yep. Sorry guys, I'm munching on my kitful, but I think I'm.
Nearest thing we've got to a swamp is Norfolk.
I think I might have to place an. Oh, they're up on my freezer.
Oh yeah.
I might have to put an order on my dad, although he is making me apple strudel. So.
And me.
Yeah, but he's making me one specially.
Yeah, well that's because you're special.
No, that's because I'm.
Special needs.
That's because I'm a daddy's girl.
Yeah, David, if you're still watching, you need to click on that link that Paul shared. That's another gorgeous one. And in Norfolk, I think it's a whole Pete. Ah, well. Each to their own. People think North Wales is a whole as well. A place is good when you know someone nice there. Keep them happy, they'll buy more drinks. Good man. John, I'll have some special apple strudel, please. Cheers and hi from John in Australia.
So why it's special is I'm not a fan of raisins, and it is a traditional Austrian recipe as well. It's not just one you get off like BBC and that.
Mav, it is Pete, I agree. Well, for a few years until it's swallowed by the English Channel. Mirko went skiing in Norfolk. Two counties I'd like to live in, Norfolk and Yorkshire. Yorkshire's a gorgeous place. It really is. I've been through there so many times. And Andy's asking water skiing.
Huh?
Unless he's meaning a euphemism for something, of course, Andy.
I was just going to say that.
Norfolk is next to the North Sea. Still here, will do, says David. Let's have a look. History, Roslin. 1446 as a family chapel. Cool. I get Yorkshire, but Norfolk, nah. Yeah, Mav, it's sinking. Is Is anyone going to watch the last ever Gavin and Stacey on Christmas Day? Nope.
I was never really into that.
No, me neither. Timber, I've been skiing in the middle of town in Wrexham. Took my cousins on Boxing Day skiing in the park. Cool. Now, how does it go? Yorkshire men, born and bred, strong in arm and thick in head. Oh, what's occurring? Jumping, we can't wait. Bomber country, isn't it, Norfolk? Gavlar in the house. Self-promoting, I think that is. Self-announcing, whatever.
Good evening, Gav, by the way.
Yes, Adam, it's flat and featureless. Well, you could say the same about Lincolnshire, really. That's rather flat as well.
Well, here's where you're from.
Yeah, looking for... Actually, where I am originally from was about the only hilly part of it. Jumping here, looking forward to it. Wonder if we find out what happened on that fishing trip. And that goes to Gavin and Stacey. Chris, I live 100 yards from Stacey's house in Bower. Used to work in the next office suite to Ruth Jones' production company, and I've never watched the programme. You're not the only one, Chris. Aaron once took a day out steam train Duchess of Sutherland from Norwich Station to York Station and back again. Great day. Former country is Lincolnshire. Yeah, that's very true. Even got their own memorial there, though, haven't they? I think that's on the Newark Road. Lincolnshire is a regional bomber country. Short arms and deep pockets in Yorkshire. Norfolk isn't fully flat. Try cycling up Gas Hill in Norwich. You want flat and boring? Come to the Fens, Andy. Great to see the hills. Yeah, everybody's voting Lincolnshire as bomber country. It is well known for it, to be fair. David, just received my new Bachmann 4575 in shirt button livery. Takes me up to 5 of these classic tank locos. Anyone else a fan? Adam, everyone got to be somewhere. Or the famous Eccles. Don't ask me to step over the county line. There are hills in Lincolnshire. There certainly are. Where I'm from was hilly. Where I lived wasn't. It was extremely flat. Norfolk is flat and you cannot get a good phone signal. It sounds like North Wales. Not flat, just no good phone signals. John, the two things I'm looking forward to watching are The Colour Midwife and Gavin and Stacey. Well, our two things is Doctor Who and Wallace and Gromit.
£10.50 to go look in a chapel.
Yeah, it's a charity.
Oh,
Maybe one
charity.
day Pete and Sue will live in Norfolk. It's nice not to be. I do live in Norwich. My claim to fame is that I have been ice go-karting in Bracknell. Okay, even propagation hates Norfolk. Richard used to live in Lincolnshire. It is flat apart from the Wolds. Around Lincoln itself, mate, it's extremely hilly around there. I know that because I was very nearly born on a hill coming down from the cathedral. David, I have a 44X, 45 double X, and 2 4575s, all in weathered early emblem black. Yeah, they're called speed hubs, Trevor. Holly likes to call the head midwives too. However, if you're under the English Channel, you get a perfect phone signal. We've noticed that with the Conway Tunnel. They're I think they've installed some sort of repeaters in the tunnel. Snowy, I love your North Yorkshire moors. Always wanted to retire there, sadly never will. Still love Wales though, we have the best scenery.
We certainly do, don't we, Snowy? Chris, just have one early emblem. My B set in BR Maroon looks great. Jake, Doctor Who, Wallace called the midwife and Susie about having Gavin and Stacey. Adam, I think every East Coast county had this scattering of bases. There were a few in this valley. Yeah, there were. But I think, like they say, Lincolnshire's the main one that was known as Bomber County. But I would say that because I'm from Lincolnshire, so I'm biased. Not a Kevin and Stacey fan, but we're watching Doctor Who. Good man, David Green. Well said. Andy, the only time I like Norfolk is when I saw it in the review mirror. How can I forget Steep Hill in Lincoln? Oh yes. Yes, David, I run them with my Epic B sets too. Cool. But yeah, I was actually. I was nearly born on that hill, but I was actually born in RAF Nocton Hall, just outside Lincoln. Simon was in Lincolnshire last Tuesday in Spalding. Cool. Well, I lived at RAF Coningsby. Well, technically, I lived in Tattershall, but my dad was at the Coningsby base. Mick, if I don't catch you before, Merry Christmas to everyone. He's off to the pub. No night, Mick. Thank you for joining us, buddy. You take care. Maura, what's everyone hoping to get from Santa? No coal, hopefully. Mav, I've been instructed that this Xmas I will be watching Gavin and Stacey, Doctor Who and Outnumbered, whatever that is. Apparently a 20-year-old series. Okay. John, Holly liked it the most when Nurse Lee and Miranda Hart. No, that means mainly in fighter bomber country up here on the North Sea Watch. Martin, Merry Christmas one and all. Time to eat, I think. No worries, Martin. Thank you again also for dropping in. You look after yourself. Richard, I used to live in Metheringham. Well, we were at Coningsby, and then of course it doesn't exist anymore, hasn't, but since that sort of time was RAF Woodall, and then you got Scampton for the where the Red Arrows were based before it closed, but originally all the Lancasters. Morocco, anything would be nice, not holding up a great deal of hope. David, Doctor Who lost it for me. Yeah, it's gone very sort of Marmite, I think Doctor Who has. John Pinney, having homemade chips tonight with gravy. Sweet.
Ugh.
I had chips, cheese and gravy in the canteen in Glenclwyd the other day. Gorgeous. More up, Rob, I think a lot of people would actually like a bag of real coal, as you can't get it anymore and on. No, it's been phased out here as well. The councils are now demanding smokeless fuels. They're banning, or there's a ban on burning certain timbers. More, I've no idea what's coming. Anyway, time for me to depart. Take care, everyone. Be safe and have a great festive season. Mab, you look after yourself, and I hope Santa brings you what you want. Jake, Disney has killed Doctor Who. Like I said, Jake, it's certainly each to their own on it. The singing didn't go down very well, that's for sure. Let's hope there's not too much more of that. Pete, got smokeless here, more going as we speak. Yet again, very true. David, jumping out, scampi with curry sauce at my sister's local pub. That's an interesting mix, David. To be said. Richard, Methering had an airfield. You could not go far in Lincolnshire without seeing an airfield. No, you couldn't. Grace, that wash is looking good, says David.
Thank you.
There's even question of another series of Doctor Who now, so I heard. They are planning spin-offs again, apparently. Take care, Mav. The bar's already missing you. Richard says the TMD's coming along nicely. Yeah, like I said, it was a nice shiny TMB and Grace has ruined it. Of course, Robin, it's not the Doctor Who. It was all the mains and all the green screens. Yeah, I do get that, and it's very like I've said, it's very sort of Marmite, whether you like it or hate it. But I honestly came into the this new Doctor with very blinkered eyes, if I'm honest. But I was quite surprised. But the one thing I don't appreciate is the singing. It's too much.
Well, it's
Chris.
like that.
Chris, I have one of those Peakle diesel sheds, and I'm watching the weathering with great interest.
Well, again, watch watch and then do it.
Yeah.
Because we know how I like to fail.
Pete, £300 fine if they see smoke from your chimney. Not sure the area they're talking about. Jesus. Jake, season 2 will be here earlier than what we think, apparently. I'm looking forward to the Christmas one. Like I said, I'm really, really hoping there's no singing in it at all.
It's like that one that it wasn't even needed. Or the twist or whatever it was. That really bugged me.
Singing makes it too Disney. I'll agree with that. I was shocked when I heard the singing on that first one. John, anyone going to be doing any work on their layouts over Christmas? I'm off work now till the 2nd of January. Oh, we'll be still paddling along with ours. Maura says, yep, Vine's here as well, Pete.
Sorry, I'm doing a bit of watering some as well to give it a less.
Yeah. I don't know what to think about. Just keep open mind about it. And ignore the singing. Singing in Doctor Who. Yes, Richard. The very first episode.
Oh, the Christmas special had it in, but it seemed as part of a thing, but then...
They had it again. So you could explain to the viewers what you're doing.
You were talking, so I didn't want to talk over you. It's the same kind of process for those that have seen the video, just going in, dabbing only every now and then, but I also get water on the brush to try and make it a bit more streakier and lighter in certain areas. Just let it drip down.
Are you going to put rust around the
yes.
things? David, jumping in. I hope to make some progress on the scratch build pub. The roof is driving me mad. Oh yes, and I am not going to do any spoilers, but we received a gorgeous gift parcel from our lovely David this week. All will be revealed on the catch-up thing on Tuesday. You don't want to miss that, because some really, really touching pieces in there. Really proper personal touch, wasn't there, Grace?
Yeah.
So yes, now that we can actually thank you face to face, so to speak, David, thank you so much. But we don't want to reveal to everybody what they are. Maura, John, at the end of January when I get back to the layout, so much happening over Christmas, I have to work some of it as well, but 2 weeks is up at the end of January. Nice. Andy, Doctor Who died with John Pertwee. Okay. Interesting one. Chris, I plan to motorise my turntable, also put CD motors in and DCC convert some Lima locos, etc. Then some point. You've got a lot of electric work going on there then, Chris. John, I'll bet it looks great once it's done though, David. Yeah, Jake, remember the thing we say about even starring out swear words? But I do agree with what you said. Jodie had an awful writer. She really did.
I felt for her because it didn't give her a chance.
She could have been brilliant.
And people put her down because of it, but no, I think it's just bad writing.
And Dan Sterling's in the house. Evening, Dan. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. Pete, only thing I liked with Doctor Who were the Daleks and That is on next week at some point, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, the movie.
Doctor Who and the Daleks.
Yeah.
The original black and white one. And then, well, black and white into colour. More original like Doctor Who. Okay, sorry, I didn't know about it, Rob. I haven't been around much. No, it's been the one. Don't worry about it, Jake. Simple mistake. But obviously, we're trying to keep it clean-ish, just with the swearing. That's all. We did say a while back about even starred, but don't worry about it, bud. But you were 100% right. She had an awful writer. David agreed. Jodie was robbed. She was totally robbed. She could have been a much, much better doctor. Only because of the right. Yeah, if Russell T Davies had been writing for Jodie, oh my God, it would have been amazing. Stephen, the Weeping Angels used to freak me out. I want one of those in the garden, Stephen. A full-size one. I really do. That would be cool, wouldn't it? A proper Weeping Angel in the garden. Pointing at the back door. What do you think?
Yep. Just tone that down a bit again with just water on the brush, basically.
But me and Grace, with this TMD, we did have an idea, and ironically, someone has mentioned it on the episode. We're going to try and get a painter, a ladder, and...
Well, it was your idea, it wasn't mine, but don't say that
Okay.
don't give me credit for something that wasn't my idea.
have a painter, a ladder, and we're going to paint a small patch of the TMD somewhere perfectly, as if it's about, it's in getting repainted.
Because you said the rust and that, it would be too much for a more well-maintained area.
That's the Peter Cushing one, isn't it, Rob? I can't remember, if I'm honest. I think you could be right there, Pete. Or the other one that was with Matt Smith, and he's come back. Yeah, I'll keep my own opinions about Matt Smith, but...
Oh, I liked him.
I didn't.
I think, considering his age and everything, he had a lot of pressure against him.
David, Stephen got me some angels to go on the layout. Ah, but are they the weeping angels, David? Timber, so create that's my channel. Or a motorised plinth so it keeps moving about when you're not looking. Oh yes, even brilliant, even better idea. Oswestry Road! Hello buddy, hope you're keeping okay. Thank you for dropping in to see us. Hi Rob and Grace, hope you're well. We're all good buddy, thank you for asking. Paul, I only watched Doctor Who from when it started until the end in '89. The new stuff. Yeah, Paul, same to you about the language, but please. Can't say one without the other. It's just about the language, that's all. It's just trying to keep the channel clean, because we did get punished. Paul, what was the name of the... Oh, what was his name? That one-off doctor. Paul McGann. Oh my God, he was tragic. That was about 89, wasn't it, Paul?
No, that was 90-something, if I remember right. It was in the 90s.
Oswestry Road saying hi to everybody. Dan, saw the Midland Blue Pullman HSD past Retford last night. Sweet. He's the youngest doctor going, and I think it'll stay that way as agreed, Grace. Stephen, a nice touch in the layout might be a TARDIS with bad wolf green.
Actually,
We've got one.
Actually, how old is our current doctor? He's quite young as well, isn't
Yeah.
he? So Matt Smith, I don't think is the
There you
youngest
go.
anymore.
Someone Google for us who's younger, Matt Smith.
When they
or-
started.
I can't even say this new guy's name.
Next wind something.
You need ball case, ball bearings in your paint. Help mix them when you shake them.
There is ball bearings in them.
There we go. Adam, I try not to look twice at statues now. David, time for bed. Good night. Early start. Blessings. Thank you very much for dropping in, David. And once again, thank you for your lovely gift. We will be revealing everybody that on Tuesday. Yeah, 92 or 96 is Jake. Night Reb says Timber. Timber says, yeah, don't upload videos very often. I'm going to start regular upload in the new year. There goes. Look forward to those, Dan. Simon, speaking about the Titanic earlier, just noticed a mum and son bought 2 Lego Titanics and had a building competition. 11 hours, the son beat her mum by 5 minutes. Jesus. Matt Smith was 24 when he became the Doctor.
Yes, he was only a baby, really. So he did well considering his age and the pressure he had from Tennant.
And Oswestry says, new installment on channel later tonight. Just makes... I do like to check every now and again. Just for giggles to make sure that, yeah, we're still subscribed. New Doctor's 32. So, yeah, that's right. Matt Smith is the youngest one.
Why, how old's the other one? But I suppose black men always look young until they get old.
Black men always look young until they get old.
Yeah, they hit a certain age and then it's like overnight they look ancient.
But that does
Black
sound
men and women.
tad racist.
No, it's like you said on the last one about they can sing, they look young.
So does anyone know if Santa's bringing them any locos or layouts or anything? Thank you for sharing, Pete. I can't even say his name properly. He's 32 years old.
Yeah.
But he looks younger. You are right, he looks younger than Matt Smith.
I think what doesn't help...
He looks about 14.
I think what doesn't help is his last stint was on sex education where he is a school student.
My mate Francis from Ghana passes for 30 and he's mid-50s, lucky bugger. Jake, sorry, 26, 2 years. I haven't a clue, Rob. What did I ask you, Blair? I can't remember. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Andy hasn't got a clue. I'm with you. Jake, what's Santa? He's a man that comes in your chimney and empties his sack. Yeah, that's mine. But I hand it to Matt Smith. David Tennant was one hell of a hard act to follow.
Yeah.
To be fair, that is very accurate.
And he did, as he got older, he did really develop into the role, I find.
Santa is bringing me an Irish A-class black livery. Sweet. Victor, good night all. Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you very much for dropping in, Victor. Merry Christmas to you too. See you, Victor. Is Santa real? Depends on your viewpoint, Richard. Currently 32. Matt Smith is 42, 14 years when he was Doctor. So he was 28. Jake, what's that? I'll leave that to your imagination, Jake. Community Road, I'm getting a class 47 for Christmas. Nice. Gavin, big thanks to everyone here. Shout out to patrons, subscribers, mods, all the donators and gifts, as well as our lurkers. Big love from Grace and Rob, who appreciate every single supporter.
I'm letting him do it because he hasn't been here to do it, so he's got to do something
You
for
can
bar
keep it
manager.
like you can when we're all at crew. What do you mean, Jake? Careful, Gav, you'll be getting accused of missing another group. Even I've spotted that. Jake doesn't have a chimney. Ah! But he can still do that because of magic. Well, that's not going to help, is it, Rob? I'm blooming cold. You missed a comment. Obviously, I clearly did, Jake. Richard, and I thought it was snow on the fire grate. No, it's not snow, mate. That's just because it's dried out. Chris, I'm off to the pub now. Merry Christmas to everyone. And straight back at you, mate. Mate, I hope you and yours have a great Christmas, and thank you so much for dropping in. Awkward one, Jake. Jake, Santa doesn't need a chimney, he has magic, says Maura.
Yep. Watch a Santa Claus film and it will show you what happened.
Jake, if you've forgotten from last week, it doesn't matter. Okay. That dog is absolutely crashed out.
Yep.
Totally gone until I just walked over. Sorry, Moggs. Oh, and he's missed out on his B-O-N-E-S. Yes. I'm not saying that out loud because he's not stupid. Dogs can spell. I don't care what anybody says. Dogs can spell. Pete, calling it, guys. Thanks for everyone. Thanks for the great live RNG night, everyone. You all stay safe. Love to you and Sue, Pete, and make sure you tell it to her this time, otherwise you will be getting coal. Have a great Christmas, buddy. I think Sue should give Pete a piece of coal anyway.
Yep.
Just for missing that once. I think he deserves a piece of coal. He can have his other proceeds as well, but he should still have a piece of coal.
Too wet.
We love Pete, really. Jake, I've never believed in Santa because I always knew where my presents were and never moved from the spot where they was. Oh, we're very much in the magic of it for kids, Jake, because it's part of their innocence, isn't it? And in the same respect, it's like a lot of other things, like the Tooth Fairy and the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah, I get so disappointed though when we're an adult and have to have teeth taken out. No
Yeah,
money
you don't
under
get
the
your
bed.
money. Dan, sat watching with a dog and having a can of Guinness. Who's having the Guinness, you or the dog? Or at least I hope you share it. So just a random question then, Jake. Does Oscar believe in Santa Claus then? Or does he know from the get-go it's you guys? Not a criticism, it's each to their own. I'm just genuinely interested. Andy, me and Lord Al know the Tooth Fairy well. Yeah, so Lord Al's very acquainted with the Tooth Fairy. I'm just saying it because my gran didn't hide them well. Oh dear. But we've all been hunting as kids, haven't we?
I actually told that memory with my mum, wasn't it? It's either my Christmas or birthday. I got one of these amazing Barbie sets that, you know, put them in a machine and suddenly they were covered in glitter and beads. And I decided to find it in my mum's wardrobe, open it up, play with it. Well, I don't think I even got to use it properly because I was trying to not let on glitter and everything everywhere.
Oops. Gav, I have a love-hate relationship with Santa. He brings all these gifts for me at Xmas and then takes the money for them with my credit card in January. That's a bit naughty, charging it to your credit card. Dan, yep, being squeaked up by the dog for Guinness. She'll be asleep later on. Jake, nope, he hates Santa. He'll kick off when we try and go see him. Oh, Jesus. And me, Andy, yeah, meant to be getting a new set fitted, but with the distance to clear. Oh, you've done the same, have you, Adam? Ouchies. I see the Tooth Fairy's going to be broke this year between those two. Paul, Andy, you and Lordell, what you want of you and Lordell, what you want for Christmas is your two front teeth.
And then they'll wish us Merry Christmas.
Me, Grace, spoke with my Doctor Who figures. David Green, what did Darth Vader say to Luke Skywalker Christmas morning? I know what you are getting for Christmas. I have felt your presence. Maura, I had to tell both my girls that Santa wasn't real when they were nearly 13 as they were going to secondary school, but told them that Christmas was real. That's a fair comment. That is, yeah, I get that. Andy, we've got more teeth than just two. Oh, the TARDIS play interior. Yeah, sadly all gone, says Andy. I know that. Andy, I mean Adam, sorry. I do get that, Adam. I'm with you there. But I have a really, really bad gag reflex and I can't stand false teeth. There's a joke there, but probably borderline offensive, so I won't say it. That's a pen pigeon style joke, really, isn't it? Adam, it means I can touch my nose with my tongue now. I've never tried. Nope, can't do it. Yep, the teeth jumped ship. They jumped off the train. You okay running till, say, 9:30, Grace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, normally we'd finish at 9 o'clock, but we're gonna run till 9:30, guys. We've still got a few in. Jake, I've got a gaming fridge and a sound kit for my 37. A gaming fridge. That's confused me a little, if I'm honest. Here comes that wind. Maura, okay, how many of you tried to see if you can touch your nose with your tongue? Well, at least I admitted it, Maura. Adam, I'm needing that adjusted on the top plate. It needs to be drawn forward, Rob. Oh, Jesus. So come on, yeah, everybody answer Maura's question. How many of you tried it? Timber, can you play Disney's Frozen on it, Jake? Yeah, the rude version. Andy, I can smooth my eyebrows easy, Maura. And please a lot of women, no doubt, Andy. Jump in here. Hi, Maura. Yes, Christmas is most certainly real and very special time of the year. That's what we love about working Christmas Eve. Some people probably say it's not an ideal day to work, but we absolutely love getting people home just in time for Christmas.
The only thing I miss is our traditional side on my side of the family, and that.
Dan, the Class 47 runs like a dream, saying it's Lima pretty impressive now. Timber never tried until now. Adam laughing at Maura. What, the fridge or the sound kit? Oh, Jesus, Gavin's coming out with a dad joke now. What did Santa do when he went speed dating? He pulled a cracker. Andy, depends if you like your eyebrows licked, Rob. Well, if you buy me dinner first, Andy, I might let you. Jake, I can get it on the 37 one. The rude version set. Yeah, the rude version. We all now know as well that Andy likes licking eyebrows. of an unusual fetish, but
It's
if that's what floats Andy's boat. So tomorrow, guys, when you're on Andy's live stream, ask him to lick his eyebrows. Remember that. Aaron, I already bought the locomotion one for myself. Maybe we'll buy a Christmas Sunday roast lunch for a lady friend of mine on Monday. Maybe. I also may put the heating on. You can't have both. You can't have lunch and have the heating on, Aaron. Nobody's that rich. Not anymore. And every time someone says locomotion, and I've seen that word a few times, I just think of Kylie Minogue. Not that that's a bad thing. But then when I think of Kylie Minogue, I just think of that one video. Andy, too grotesque, there might be children watching. And Captain Static's in the house. For some reason saying H. Oh no, he retracted it. Anymore. No doubt Mark's going to come back and say hello, not H.
I don't know if I've done that too rusty.
Where? Let's have a look.
I wouldn't be able to replace them as easy.
Maybe you'd be able to paint it. Probably a little bit too much, but you don't want them all identical either.
Oh, but actually, if it's going to be repainted, it could look quite bad because it's about to go for a repaint.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Marcus. There's plenty of free mulled wine to finish off, folks. The bar will remain open, but the bartender is disappearing. Not down the cellar. Shh. The night sleeper is calling. Merry Xmas to all. Thank you very much, Gav. You look after yourself, and thank you for running the bar this year.
Well, thank you to all patrons, members, gifters, donator, everyone that is part of the channel, and mostly at the end of it, as always, our mods who on and off the lives are there throughout, including our bar manager, Mr. Fry, and our end of 1 minute warning, Mr. Paul Wood.
Oh yes, an honourable mention. An honourable mention. Aaron, Grace can never do too rusty. But yes, all liqueurs and spirits and beers have been locked away. It's only the mulled wine on the bar available now. Oh, and some stale nuts, if you want them.
Not too fake.
Jesus with crackers. Now, I did see that comment earlier and that confused me a little bit, and now I've seen it. Oh, Richard, I think I shall pass on the nuts, Rob. Why? They're really salty.
Wait, are you mixing up which bowls you got? You got one Scavla especially for you.
Oh, yeah, true. And Maura's heading off. Have a wonderful Christmas, everyone, in whatever way you choose. Thank you very much, Maura. Catch you later, darling, and thank you for dropping in. Merry Christmas to you and yours, and I hope your Christmas meal goes well. Simon, if the bartender's disappearing, then the bar is unattended. Can I grab just as much free stuff scratched out when Rob said everything has been locked away? Yeah, trust me, Gab's very good with the set of keys. He's probably going back home from the bar now and eating all the Bombay mix. cheddar. Oh yeah, I missed that cheddar Jesus. Andy said. The mind boggles. It really does. Yeah, Flymer, you won't mind if I don't try and read that out and absolutely murder that, whatever it was you've said, buddy. John, good job you didn't say Rob's nuts rather than nuts, Rob. Yeah, it's just best not to ask, John. Just ignore if you find the occasional hair stuck to the side of the nuts. I've seen real rust appear faster than Grace makes it. No matter, there's no rush, is there?
Not something I do that often, so.
It's the first time she's ever done it, Timber.
I wouldn't be so stupid to ever enter myself into a competition because that would never end well.
No, but it still looks amazing. And Aaron Bell's shooting off. Night, all have a good Christmas. See you next year. Modelling, trains and bowling to you all. Good night, Aaron. Thank you very much. Hope you and yours have a fantastic Christmas, buddy.
Have a good one.
Just don't get your bowls mixed up. Because if you throw the wrong ones, it could be painful.
Oh, I'm going to have to do that the other side actually because you won't really see it this side. I've had an idea what to do in the window.
Sue sends a love as well, right?
My love to Sue and Alicia.
Pete's not in anymore. He's private message.
Oh, okay. Oh, well.
Wally, he left a little while back.
Bugger off.
Unless he's watching it on the replay.
Could be. You never know. In which case, at least I replied to Sue, and at least you told me. Unlike Pete.
Yeah. That was funny.
Yes.
Jumping, I had to double check. Huh? Richard, I had to double check Lon. Or Ian. I don't know. What's that?
No, I'm just looking at this for a minute. Important to kind of like back yourself away sometimes, isn't it?
Why don't you have a chat with the group?
Because I'm going to have something else instead. So I'll still have a chat with the group, like, but
Just not on screen.
yes. What do you think, guys? So I have never done Rust before. It is like a first, and I can't actually even see how people can view it. That's the only issue.
We can zoomies.
No, I think too close and it won't look right. I think it does need a bit of a distance away.
Massive zoomies.
Because obviously the issue is you're not going to see it that close.
It looks weird with all the corrugation. Weird lines on it.
Yeah, but if you look at the normal view, it doesn't have that. That's got it going at every angle. You see what I mean? There's less there. So I know I need to sort this out because for some reason I didn't blend it in.
You can watch the comments for a minute. Moggy Burn. Moggy.
Double check. Could have a good one. Ignore the iron bit, Rob.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Okay. So I didn't ignore it. Instead I read it out.
Nope.
But yeah, alright. I'm still getting used to Rust, especially this set is fantastic, but it is much better for an airbrush. It is quite thin, so it does enable me. It's just getting that key between the blend right, because you've got the yellow, which is for light Rust, but I've still not quite got it yet, so it doesn't look like just a bright yellow colouring. So that's something that I think I've got it a bit better on this, because you've got it at the bottom of a bigger one.
Andy, are those grills where the toilet is?
I do wonder.
It's
especially workers. Jesus.
Seems to be your back, sorry.
No, yours, dear.
Timber must
Half
have
an
been-
hour later. Must have a very high seat. Or somebody with poor aim. Oh dear.
You could say that about most blokes, can't you? That's what women say.
Yes. Oh, I think he needs a trim, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's booked in for January.
Yeah, I just mean in the meantime, possibly just.
Yeah, we just need to get a pair of sharp scissors, though. What are you doing?
Beat me to it, Timber. That or it's just the fumes, you know, from what comes out, all the methane. It was quite a big word for me, wasn't it?
And just added to it. Did you hear?
Yes. Only slightly, it's not the worst that comes out, you're behind half an hour later. So obviously I have noticed at that angle you can really see the brightness, but where the camera is with the train, I don't think you'll see that because this is going to be the window side.
Could be
So-
long-legged dog, says Richard.
But I will make sure on the other side that I get both sides.
You will sure.
I'm talking about whether silver and well weathered. It looks very bright silver on the side. Because I need to get my brush right in there. Are you having... Yes, so we have got Morgan over Christmas. So that'll be interesting with... so there, Morgan and Judy are actually going to go over to Auntie and Uncle Mary and Paul. Yeah. Christmas afternoon. Pardon me, because neither of them really travel that well. Judy, as soon as she gets in the car, she's shaking like she's... Oh, she's crazy.
Don't want puke in the car.
So... Travelling wise, they're not that good getting to my folks. All the gutter is broken, yeah. But yeah, that is something that I need to look at. I think what I might do there just to blend it is and give it a bit of a black wash, so that way it won't ruin the work I've done. But hopefully it will get rid of some of that shiny metal, because I think I use the darkest one I have. But if you're going to have rust, it wouldn't be shiny in new grills.
Andy says good point.
That's what I was saying.
So,
I don't know, I can't remember if I had or not, so it's where it is.
spot the grills made from Chinese steel.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so that's the only thing I think in future, if I'm going to do any more rusting on the grills, and I need to make sure that it's weathered, because you're not going to have rust on shiny grills, are you? So I'm hoping I can fix that. But I could use the black soap weathering powder with a bit of water, because Martin does that tutorial, doesn't he, for the main line. Oh, mate.
Yeah, I was just thinking about winding it.
So yeah, I think on that, I know we said past, but I think today's hit me. We've literally been non-stop again. Friday, we thought, oh, it's nice, we've got, oh dear, you know, we've got a late start, we're going to get lots done, and we're still rushing, weren't we? So,
Can I tempt fate
come on.
and say we're not doing anything Boxing Day?
No.
I'm going to hide the car keys.
Have a drink, then you can't
Yeah,
do
I'm
anything.
going to have a drink, hide the car keys, and then just forget where I put them.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have to hide. No, I'll have a drink. I'll get up and I'll have a drink at 9 o'clock in the morning.
You do when you're on holiday, so we never get a holiday, so that's your kind of holiday. So yeah, on that, guys, I think we are gonna start shutting it down. I realise that we may not see all of you on Christmas Day. It's just something we want to do. It's like we did the Christmas Eve one, or Christmas Eve. It was so close to Christmas, but you know, not everybody has fantastic Christmas days that everybody else does.
Water and powders don't mix. Use IPA.
We can try that. We've got plenty of IPA.
Oh yes, I could drink some of that too. I definitely wouldn't find the keys then.
Yeah.
But yes, for those of you that aren't going to join us on Christmas Day, that's absolutely fine, obviously. But I really hope that all of you have a fantastic Christmas Day. And Santa brings you everything you want. And I hope you're as best as can around your families.
How long are we running on Christmas Day? I don't know, Richard. I think it's going to depend, because we won't have work the next day. I think it will depend how busy
How it
people
goes,
are,
yeah.
you know, and how tired we are, because it is quite a busy Christmas day. So that we have to leave and see on the day, I think. I'll try ING. There's no pressure to, Andy. It's purely not everybody has anything to do on Christmas, so it's also there for people that might need it. So, yes, happy Christmas all. Feels weird that we're at that time of year again.
But again, it's another year gone where you guys have stuck with us. And we want to say thank you very much to each and every one of you for that. Like Gavin and Grace both already stated, you all mean the world to us. Sorry, my brain's on a shutdown from yesterday. I knew it was coming, and it is starting to go. You really all do mean the world to us, and we do appreciate each and every one of you. So if our resident timer could chime in, and we had Jake, hopefully from about 8 p.m, but that will be GMT, Grace maybe time. So we shall wait for our resident timer to chime in if he hasn't fallen asleep.
I like 2024, Grace setting fire.
Happy humbug to you all. Happy one, Grace. Have a good Christmas New Year. Hope to catch you on the day. 1 minute warning on hit. Oh, I'll try to. 1 minute warning on the way out. Hit the like button and mind the step, and also have a great Christmas. Thank you very much for that, Paul, and thank you to everybody else, and everybody. Good night.